You're listening to Opening the Harp Chakra, the podcast, bringing you beautiful, healing, magical harp music and talking to the artists that create it. Hello, I'm your host, Jay Michaels, and today's guest is in Milan, Italy. She's a mentor for healing at the Clinical Musician Certification Program, a practicing clinical musician, a wonderful harper, a wonderful person, a harp therapist, Silvia Maserati. Silvia, welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Jay. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm delighted and honored to be here with you and your audience.
Can you share with us how and why you chose to play the harp?
I used to say that I didn't choose to play the harp, but the harp chose to be played by me. I am a classically trained pianist, and I have been teaching piano for over 20 years. In 2011, I was walking down the street in my city, Milan, Italy, and I met a busker, a Southern American harpist. He was simply amazing, playing with his nails in a very, very passionate style. You know, Southern American music is full of blood and sweat and is very far from the stereotypes of the harp. And I fell in love with the instrument. So immediately, in a few weeks, I searched for a harp and a harp teacher. And I took my lessons for a couple of years. And very soon I discovered that the harp was used in healing integrative modalities. So this is the starting of my journey.
That is an excellent place to start. Silvia, we have a harp meditation that you put together for us called Eternal. Can you please tell us about it?
Yes. Eternal is actually an improvisation I put together in March 2020. A charity I work with to provide therapeutic harp music in hospice asked me to record a track they could send to patients and to families in those days. And I did it very spontaneously with no premeditation. I chose the pentatonic scale because it's so suspended in time and space that I thought it could reflect my own emotions and the need for introspection. So my aim was to turn dismay into beauty and to help other people to do the same process within themselves.
That is Eternal, a harp meditation by Silvia Maserati. Silvia, can you please talk to us about your background and the work you do with therapeutic harp music in Italy?
I am a certified clinical musician and mentor of the Clinical Musician Certification Program. In 2016, I founded a non-profit organization by the name of Infinita Musica, that means infinite music. We provide therapeutic harp music to hospitals, hospices, and skilled nursing homes. We serve an intensive care unit, 3 hospices, and a cancer care facility here in Milan, Italy. And our services are free to individual patients and are supported by donations. I have to say that therapeutic harp music is in its infancy in Italy, but it's a growing field because we provide a lot of comfort, we enhance the healing environment, and we integrate the treatment of anxiety and pain. And all services are very well received by doctors, families, and patients as well.
I'd like to talk to you about any research you've been involved in or are familiar with regarding the healing power of harp music.
I strongly believe in the healing power of harp music, and I also believe in the need for research. During our first year at the hospice, we were able to collect 88 questionnaires from 113 patients after 249 sessions. Our results were amazing and very encouraging. 90% of patients said they were able to distract, 96% said they were able to relax with music, 85% said they had better mood after the sessions, and 93% said that music was appropriate to their condition. We presented these results to the National Congress of the Italian Society for Palliative Care, and they were very well received. So research is important, and we as therapeutic musicians must involve ourselves in first person. I believe that we must be not only the arm, but also the brain and heart of research, including qualitative research. That is narration and surveys and the voice of patients. We must empower the patients they are our teachers, and they can help us to gain a better understanding of the healing process.
Thank you. Let's listen to another harp meditation. This one is called Sarimapa. Will you please introduce this, Silvia?
Again, in the first months of the lockdown, the director of music at the hospice asked me for a track that patients could interact with. So it needed to be something very simple, very easy, something they could sing along. I decided to use the Shuddha Savari Carnatic Indian scale. That is a pentatonic scale with the first, the second, the fourth, and the fifth grade. The notes of the scale in Sanskrit are Sa, Ri, Ma, Pa, and the tradition says that these are the sounds of different birds. Sa is the sound of the peacock, and Ri has the sound of the heron, Ma is the sound of the dove, and Pa is the sound and the voice of the cuckoo. This was interesting to me because birds are meant to be free and to fly, and we were all in our homes, and it was such a difficult time. So I believe that the symbology of birds could be very useful. And I decided to record this track that has an ostinato on the notes, and some improvisation with the ostinato. So the patients were invited to sing the notes. And this is good because if you sing for many minutes, this helps lowering your brain waves and achieve a better relaxation.
Sarimapa, a healing harp meditation from our guest, Silvia Maserati. So, Silvia, what are your future goals with therapeutic harp music?
My motto is never stop learning. I'm currently studying vibroacoustic harp therapy with Sarah Jane Williams, the inventor of this technique. In vibroacoustic harp therapy, we have not only the auditory stimulation, but also the vibrotactile component of stimulation, because we use a particular equipment to convey sound and vibrations to the skin and bones of the patients. I hope to be able to integrate this technique in my practice very soon.
Do you have a favorite harper or harpist that has inspired you?
I have a harp heroine, and her name is Deborah Hansen Conant. She is simply amazing. I can't imagine of someone that has so many skills at such degree in different areas. She's a great harpist. She was able to free herself from the cage of classical music. She has a powerful voice, an extraordinary voice. And she's also great as a teacher, helping lots of harpists to be free from the score. So really, I'm grateful to Deborah Hansen Conant for being such an artist, and also for giving us so many gems of lever harp repertoire.
You know, Deborah is one of my harp heroines as well. She's just awesome, a great teacher. In fact, she is planning on being a guest in an upcoming episode of this podcast, so we all look forward to that. Silvia Maserati has been our guest today. Silvia, we have put your website and YouTube information in the podcast show notes. Thank you so much for being a guest here, and thank you for the great work that you do.
Thank you, Jay. You are creating a precious opportunity for sharing our experiences and empowering our community.
If you have questions, guest suggestions, comments, if you would like to sponsor this podcast, email me at openingtheharpchakra@yahoo.com. We also have included links to PayPal and Venmo if you would like to contribute to the production of this podcast. And I just want to say thank you to the people that have already done that. It's so appreciated. Please subscribe. In the coming weeks, more beautiful harp music from around the world. I'm Jay Michaels. Thank you. Peace. Namaste.